All right. Okay. And yes, I really truly am slack-jawed in disbelief at just about everything I see nowadays going on in this world. Boy, if you believed everything you saw online, good God, folks. Good God. Trash culture. Everything's just become just like a cheap ass tabloid. Whole goddamn world just seems like nothing more than a National Enquirer of news reports about this, that, and the other, and all manner of twisted, warped, weird news stories, tabloid pablum for the brain dead masses to consume en masse. Folks, we're in trouble. Having said that, I'm going to look on the lighter side of life right about now and play a couple of tunes for you on this violin here, which this violin was made by, sorry, having trouble getting tuned up here. Violin was made by Thomas Goering, maker by the name of Thomas Goering. I have an open seam there. Oh, maybe not. Thomas Goring, dated 1987. This violin is number 6. Now, up in the upper bout, somewhere up in this area on the underside of the top, it stated, I believe he wrote in very lightly with an ink pen, December of 1986. December of 86. But on his label, he just writes the year as 1987, which of course he should be completely forgiven for having done so. That's neither here nor there. But that is the relative vintage of this instrument. So it's already what? Dang near 40 years old, which is amazing to think about. It's Thomas Goring was born and raised in Topeka, Kansas, and somewhere in his latter teens, or somewhere around the age of about 20, he became consumed with wanting to learn how to make violins, and he sought the tutelage of a local violin maker, George something or another. I can't remember his last name, but he was a very competent violin maker who was established in Topeka, Kansas, ran his own little shop and did repairs, violin repairs, and did some making on his own. And he apparently took on Mr. Goring on some sort of an apprenticeship basis and taught him how to make violins. Whereupon Mr. Goring continued to do so throughout the early 80s up until around 1987, of course, which is the year of this violin. Now, what's interesting is that this is probably one of the very last violins that he made. Could even be the very last one, because at some point right around that time in his life, he decided he wanted to study bow making, which he did with a vengeance. He studied under no fewer than about 3 major bow makers who were already well established in the United States. And then, if that wasn't enough, he continued on to Paris, France, and studied under a couple of important and prominent bow makers over in Paris. So, Mr. Goering here, Mr. Thomas Goering of Topeka, Kansas, took great pains to find superior training for his own interest in becoming a bow maker. And he returned to Topeka, and at some point, when he felt like he was ready to continue or to further his bow making career, and the long and the short of it is, he became a world-class maker, very highly recognized as one of the finest. His bows have been known to be for sale in shops all over the world, all over Europe, and here in America, of course. And I'm sure he has probably his own fair share of private commissions to make bows on a individual basis for private customers. If I had the money, I'd write him a check right now and have him make me a super fine bow. But anyway, this fiddle here was one of approximately 7, maybe 8 or 9 that he made, grand total, violins before he gave up violin making and decided to become a bow maker, at which he apparently has excelled quite well. But this violin here just has the most marvelous tone, built on a Strad pattern, made out of, I believe this is American big leaf maple. The sides, back, and neck, in my opinion, is American big leaf maple. Probably from Western Canada, maybe British Columbia, or somewhere up in Oregon or Washington State. They may have found a few of these maple trees growing out somewhere in the hinterlands. Gonna play a couple of tunes here, and we won't make this video too long. I'll just play a few tunes, let you hear the sound of this Thomas Goering violin. It has occurred to me that this might be a violin that would interest a good friend of mine who is also a very, very high-level fiddler, quite a resume of work, going all the way back to the days when he actually fiddled with Bill Monroe for a period of time. He was Bill Monroe's fiddler, the great father of bluegrass. That Bill Monroe. This would have been back in the I think around the mid '60s, perhaps. And the fellow I'm referring to, of course, is Robert Bolin. And Robert Bolin runs his own violin shop over there in Cobden, Illinois. Kind of an outstate Illinois. I want to say it's a couple of hours away from St. Louis, out in Illinois there. And he also continues to tour, mostly around the Midwest and the West. But they can turn up anywhere. But he tours with his musical partner, Will Mering. She's a fantastic bass player, plays guitar as well, wonderful singer, superior songwriter, and between the two of them, they both songwrite and are absolutely top-notch instrumentalists. Robert Boland is just a spectacular guitarist, but also a world-class fiddle player. And I've heard some great songs that he has written. So they're quite a pair. But Robert called me just yesterday, and we got to chatting about a lot of violins that have been floating around, including some that have come through my shop. And he is interested in looking at a few of my fiddles. So this is actually one that sort of came to mind that he might like. I know what kind of tone he generally likes. And I don't know, who knows. But anyway, I'm going to sort of use this opportunity to have this video be just a little bit of a demo video for my friend Robert Boland. Just a little tune I wrote many years ago called Romanian Picnic. All right, let's see. What else have we got here? Let's see. How about just an old breakdown called, what is it called? It's called, starts with a B, that much I know. Rough as a cob, folks. Rough as a cob. Let's find it. There it is. Man, it's hard to play the fiddle. It's hard to play the fiddle anymore, I swear. Fingers getting all numb. I've lost all my calluses on my left hand because I don't play the fiddle that much anymore. And I don't play the guitar hardly at all. That's what really toughens up your calluses, is if you can get in some regular guitar playing. That will go a long way toward keeping your calluses nice and firmed up, hardens them up, and gives you as a player will afford you more command of the tone of your instrument, shall we say? And it's a phenomenon that many people are quite fully aware of course. Let's just play one more. Sorry about that. The waltz was going so well, and something started biting on my leg. So, there you have it, folks. Thank you for listening. I wish you the best. I wish you blessings From my heart to yours, I wish you peace, health, and some form of happiness. May it fill some part of every day.